We're first year in electronics engineering. We started from September, and I think it was a lot of help for the first years, like especially when you're stuck with something or you don't know how to do something or something like that. You come in and the guys always help you, and they're happy to do it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great coming up to a test like that when you know you have somebody you can talk to about something that you don't quite understand, or if the class was too busy you couldn't ask. It's very handy for that.
I'm from Leitrim and I'm doing BB Year 1 in Hotel Catering and Management.
I'm from Laois and I'm doing Hotel and Catering Management BB1 as well.
PAL was on our timetable, and at the start we didn't know what it was, and when we came to it, it's basically the students that's ahead of us in Year 2 help us along with anything we want to know about the course, and I found it a good help to date with different things we needed to know.
It's also very good at meeting new people in your class and stuff, as we're not from Galway, so it's good to meet new people in PAL.
One of the positive effects for the first year students is definitely getting to know each other in the beginning. In first year you're all piled into the same rooms, or sometimes into separate classrooms, into separate areas, and you don't really get to know people in the other groups. But in PAL you're all bunched together and you get to play these games that allow you to communicate and learn each other's names and the same interests.
It should be in every institution. It's a base where they can work with students that have gone through the same programme as them and would know the pitfalls and maybe they're in the course. If it's great to have someone, you know, that's kind of above you, kind of looking out for you more, so kind of a mentor, and that's what I find great about the peer assisted learning, because again, I already mentioned it. You know, you come in, you take a while to see different things, and you might be shy, you know, and some people in your class might not notice that, and it's good to have some maybe older going, well, you know what, I have to help everyone out, and I think it's great because it's an old lecture teaching is great, but it's been quite a lot of time before they were actually in a class themselves, whereas the person helping out with the PAL leaders would have only been in that same class maybe a year or two ago.
Francis Bacon, from the 17th century, when he was talking about knowledge and learning, said they are ill discoverers that think there is no land when they see nothing but sea. And effectively that's what PAL is about. It's helping people to see that there are new lands and new places, and that the horizon isn't limited by where we are right now. So in all of those ways, I think PAL helps people to move to a different level. I think it also plays into the way in which people live their lives now. And if you think, for example, of something like Facebook, which, if it was a country today, would be the third biggest country in the world, 350 million users. And it's based entirely on two things: that people like to work together in a social environment, number one, and number two, that people learn better when they learn from each other and piggyback on each other's learning. And in GMIT and in AIT, I think we feel that it gives a chance also for us to remember that students, when they arrive in higher education, are not children, they're not dependents, and they're not deficient. They are people who have huge skills. They have people who are here with a reason to learn. They're people who are well capable of managing their own lives. And what we want to try and do is give them more space. To some extent, what we need to do is create the conditions and get out of the way, and let them get on with doing the learning. And that's very much what PAL is about.
The PALS programme for me, it definitely improved my communication skills, presentation skills, organisation skills, things like that. Not just for the students, but for my own coursework as well, it would have really been beneficial. Communication skills, I was able to kind of talk to groups where I wouldn't have been that bad at talking to groups, but it definitely improved it. Organisation-wise, it helped me to kind of plan ahead. I was able to plan past sessions in advance when I knew what topics I'd be covering, say, the following week. And planning as well, you'd be able to, say, plan the room layout, so to make the students more comfortable, things like that.
Yeah, well, I think, ourselves and GMIT have been working together in the last 10 years on a range of projects, from the research projects and particularly on the international side. And I think when the peer-assisted programme came together to work with one of our colleagues in the West, I think sort of the experience that they have had and the experience that we have in AIT, I think when you put the two of them together, you're getting that 2 + 2 giving 5, and the synergies that have come out of that. And certainly I know, in talking to my colleague in the West, Marion, she's very pleased with how the programme has worked. She can see the benefits already in her institution as we can see them here. So I think from that side of the house, it really is a building block which may lead into further developments between the two institutions.
I suppose the thing when I started PAL, what I did not realise is that there are PAL programs running all over the world. I recently went to a conference in Bristol where we met delegates from at least 7 countries in the world who gave us their different experiences, how they've developed. One of the keynote speakers was from Kansas. She explained that they've been doing PAL for 30 years, so she explained how it has changed over the years and how it's benefiting them. Gave us a great experience to talk to other PAL leaders, see the different kind of cultures, big difference, in which, like, different techniques that we use. We done a lot of different workshops, and that was fantastic. It benefited us greatly, and I got to speak to other PAL leaders then in GMIT and give my experience of how they're doing it differently.
Class is brilliant. It's a great place to be. I've met loads of new friends, and it's great to get help with any problems I have for exams coming up, and also it's great to know what I'm going to be doing next in 2nd and 3rd year and where the course is going to lead me in the future. So I didn't know many people when I started college here, but it turned out a great success and a very happy year, and mainly the other challenges might have been just trying to get my head around different subjects that I haven't done in school or anything, but other than that it's great. So.
It's helped me in a lot of ways. I found that, well, I met new people, and the sessions that I did attend, I met a load of new people, and I learned more things about my course, and I feel like I've gotten a small bit better at my course now, and I'm more comfortable in the course now.